So Charles Masters is back, senior partner with IBM here, and we're going to talk a little bit about artificial intelligence, the rise of AI. So Charles, first of all, welcome back to the show, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Just this week, Tesla announced that they're recalling almost all of their cars because of some glitch in the autopilot.
Okay.
And being here in Baton Rouge and noticing the kinds of drivers we have on the roads here,
Yeah.
You would have to be out of your mind to trust the car to drive and not handle the wheel yourself. But that's just an example of how technology is taking the place of people doing things.
Yes.
What's your impression of the upside and the downside of artificial intelligence?
Certainly, and first let me just address that one, right? So the level of risk in different use cases, everyone's different, right? So
Yeah.
if it's a chatbot on how to be able to vote, which we did, right?
Yep.
That's a little bit lower risk.
Yep.
Being an autonomous vehicle, of course, that's higher risk. We've got to make sure we have the right regulations and keep people safe. So, great question about the rise. I like the word you use there, rise. So really, we are 1 year and 2 weeks since the rise of ChatGPT. And that gained a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Now, as you know, AI is not new, right? So
Right.
over a decade,
Right.
really my employees, my team here in Baton Rouge and across North America has been using AI to develop software pretty much on every project, so it's not new. And we also know that flashy consumer use cases is not where the value is. The value is in business. The value is in bringing additional efficiencies within business. So that's really where the excitement is. That's what we're focused here in Baton Rouge, is the ability to leverage AI to bring a lot of value to business. Now let me give you some numbers,
Okay.
right? I mean, really great question about the rise. So now let's think about business. So this is really the pros, the
Okay.
positive. 16 trillion. 16 trillion in economic global impact by 2030. That's a big number. So really AI, when you think about AI and the benefit, it's really about spurring economic benefit. 80% of businesses, like in Baton Rouge, more than 80% are considering generative AI. 95% of jobs can benefit from AI.
was
So
gonna ask you
that's
that.
really the positive.
So let's talk about that, because when you think about technology and some of the technology that's out there, it kind of does remove the need for people doing something. So what's the balance there between the number of jobs eliminated because of the benefit to the business
Right.
versus being able to assist without losing people in a company?
Perfect. Well, really it's efficiency. It's
Yeah.
not elimination. But let me give you, let's all think about history,
Yeah.
right? The steam engine, creating automobiles, right? There's been a lot of technology advances. Think about the last 10 years and the technology advances. So it's really not about elimination. It's about making jobs more efficient and better and moving people to higher, more exciting, higher paid jobs.
Yeah.
Now, the really great thing about Baton Rouge is the team here in Baton Rouge, and as you know, I lead the North America Client Innovation Centers, right? So really, we're the people that put AI to work. We're
Yeah.
the ones that create, and we make sure that there's benefit in everything that we build for people.
Yeah, it's so interesting to think about all of the things that AI adds. I'm a big time efficiency person, and then technology can actually help you do 2 and 3 things at one time,
Right.
depending on your mastery of it.
Right.
If you were advising a business, if they're listening to you and you say, what could I add to my company's systems, internal systems, using AI that would make me better? What would be your first suggestion?
I'm going to give you a couple. It's really policies,
Okay.
and it's really what we live by in our client innovation centers. So really the policy that I would say that business should look at is first, does it help people? So that's number one. So the organization looks at, does it help people? Number two, they need to look at to see if it's open.
Okay.
So all AI should be open, right? It's not just something that we build for ourselves. It's open and shared. Number three is about data, right? And so we all know that the fuel, everything we build in the Client Innovation Center in Baton Rouge, whether it's a mobile app or it's something on open hybrid cloud or uses AI, it's all fueled by data. So I would ask that organization about their data and ensuring that whatever is built, whatever observations AI brings about, that they make sure that they own the rights for that. And then finally, I got one more.
Yeah.
This is the one that a lot of the discussion is all about,
Okay.
is making sure that it's trusted, that whatever that business builds is trusted. And we need to make sure that it's transparent in how AI comes up with the answers and that it creates no harm.
When am I getting my tour?
Well, you missed the ugly sweater contest yesterday.
He told me he had somebody at his in his shop wearing an Alabama
This is true.
ugly sweater, which, you know, that sweater would be ugly even in any time.
But Clay, they won crowd participation because of the booze.
So great. Listen, man, we appreciate what you're doing, and we'll be able to report back to you on our tour once I can find out what I can tell you about. All right.
Excellent.
Coming up next, let's talk about the sheriff's race in Caddo Parish. And by the way, if you get a chance, check out the audio podcast as we talk about that and a few other things. Back in just a moment.